water that was ever there.
To the back of the net. Connolly! Morgan for Cork. Oh! O'Donnell looking for the corner! They are getting into the groove, Claire. You could feel it.
Here's Shane Barrett. What a response from Cork.
And it's a goal for Clare. Peter Duggan. Connolly's going for a hat-trick. Oh, my word! Wonderful goalkeeper. Inspirational. Pace! Goal!
Yes, hello and welcome to the biggest day of the hurling calendar. After 33 epic games in what has been a fascinating championship, it is All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship final day. In a few hours' time, either Cork or Clare will be walking up the steps of the Hogan stand and aiming to leave here in Croke Park with the Liam McCarthy Cup tucked away. Cork haven't done it since 2005. It's been a 13-year wait for Clare. That wait could be about to end for one of those. We are part of your warm-up for the game. We're going to take you closer to throw. So sit back, strap in and enjoy as we enjoy one of the greatest days in the Irish sporting calendar. And what better way to get things underway than to speak to the man who is in his first All-Ireland as Uachtaráin Cumann Luke Lascale, the man who will be presenting the Liam McCarthy Cup to the winning captain, be he a Cork man or a Clare man, round about 5:30, barring a replay, of course. Charlotte Burns, thank you so much for taking the time on what I'm sure is a very busy day. If you can just give us a little bit of a flavour as to what All-Ireland final day involves for the president of the association.
Well, I suppose it began last night in the Lyrath Hotel in Kilkenny. As you know, our sister organisation, Camogiacht, is 120 years old, and I was at a wonderful function there as a guest of the president of the Camogie. And today begins very early. You have Mass at 10:30, and then we go round the various stewards. We had a photograph at all of the volunteer stewards, give them a wave. Maishiv doing fantastic work, every one of them. Our son, Cumann Luke Lascale. And then we had the Jubilee team. Cork, of course, 1999, and that was a year when Armagh were in an All-Ireland semi-final as well, and I was the captain, so it resonates with me. And then we go and speak to the sponsors, and then we go over to the Cumann the Munskull players who are over here. So it's a very, very busy day, an incredible atmosphere on the day of an All-Ireland final for an Uachtaráin. And this is my first one, so I'm certainly being led around the place today, and I don't know what sort of form will be in next week with Armagh being in it.
From your experience as being a member of the association for so long, what does All-Ireland Hurling Final mean to the association in general, but to Gaels all over the world who'll be watching in their millions today?
Well, if you look at today, it is a very special day for everybody, and the people who are in the stadium, the people who have got these tickets for the game are very privileged, because we know that, you know, Cork and Limerick filled this stadium out for the semi-final. I was in Ennis for the first round of the Munster Championship with Limerick and Clare. It was packed for that. Cork packed out Páirc Uí Chaoimh, packed out Thurles. I was in Thurles for the Munster final then as well with Clare and Limerick. The supporters for these counties are so loyal, and you just feel so guilty that not everybody is getting a ticket today. And of course you did mention Nadini at Arhuil or Fudundoan throughout the world, because as you know, our economy wasn't always as it is now. Our people have years and years ago had to flee war and famine and go throughout the world, and they were welcomed throughout the world. And today those people are continuing to keep the flame of Cumann Luke Lascale alive throughout the world with all of the hundreds of GAA clubs we have there. So I'm thinking of all of those people today. We are all Irish. We are all part of this incredible native game that we have, hurling. And today we are all in Croke Park.
Well said, Gurmila Mahuga. Charlotte, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us. So from the president of the association to yet more GAA royalty, let's catch up with Aisling O'Reilly, who's standing alongside a man who knows exactly what it takes to succeed on All-Ireland Senior Hurling final day.
Thanks, Dave. Yes, it is time now to get the Clare perspective. He is a 2013 All-Ireland winner with Clare. It is Podge Collins. Podge, how are you feeling at this moment? It's a massive day for the Banner County. How are the nerves?
Yeah, as a fan, I suppose I'm nervous. As a player, you're a lot calmer. You've done it before. This is my first time as a fan leaving inter-county sport, coming to a game, so quite nervous, but it's great to see the Clare crowd has already taken over the hill, so I think we're outnumbering the Cork crowd, so that's a good start, a good victory to start.
Yeah, you'll be happy with that. And in terms of the build-up, you've experienced it as a player, you're now experiencing it as a fan. How does it differ?
Yeah, it differs significantly. As a player, you're just going through your pre-match routine as normal. There's no difference. It's like another game. You just want to produce another performance, mark your man, do your business, perform for the team. As a fan, it's talking about it during the week, talking to it with family, friends, people you meet in the street. It's constant. Tickets. Where can we get tickets? Have you tickets? Podge, come on, Ticket Fairy. But unfortunately, I try to look after people as best I can, but it's tough. But it's different. But no, as a player, it's a lot calmer and a lot more relaxed.
And are the Banner County confident today?
Listen, I don't think anyone will ever be as confident as a Cork person in any walk of life, but we're quietly confident, I'd say that.
Okay, there you go. Fighting stuff from Podge Collins. It's time now to get the Cork perspective. Let's head back over to Dave.
Yes, thank you, Ash. Owen Cadigan, who was up part of the Glass Cork side to play in the All-Ireland Hurling final back in 2021. Little bit of passive aggression there from Podge, Owen, talking about the inbuilt Cork swagger, the arrogance maybe that we sometimes associate with Cork, but when Cork are going well, they're very difficult to stop, and this is a Cork team that's going unbelievably well.
Yeah, the lads have really come on heaps and bounds since the first two championship games. I think that was epitomised by the support they got down in Páirc Uí Chaoimh when they turned over Limerick that night, and since then really it's been a roller coaster. The more they've played, the more the people of Cork have got behind them, and I think that we're going to see a lot of red and white here today in Croke Park.
We've heard all week from an outsider's perspective about the feverish scramble for tickets in Cork. You've been there all week. What has it been like?
Yeah, it's been crazy when you hear Jimmy Barry Murphy referencing that he's never seen an All-Ireland final ticket demand like it. It kind of gives you context in terms of how big of a deal this is for the Cork public. So there's a lot of people in already and plenty more to come.
There's been a number of junctures over the last couple of months where Cork were on the edge of no longer being part of this hurling championship, and yet when they needed to, they produced two epic performances against Limerick. To beat them twice in the same year is incredible. Can they scale that level of performance again today? Is today the day that the so-called famine, which is only 19 years, which is not too much for some counties, but for Cork it's meaningful, is today the day that wait ends?
I hope so. I think their performance in the semi-final, that showed real character in the sense that there was question marks. Could they find that consistency again? They backed it up in spades against All-Ireland champions, and today another level is needed again to be going up the Hogan stand. Okay,
we've heard from Clare with Podge, we've heard from Cork with Dohan. Time to maybe get more of a neutral perspective, and for that we'll go back to Ash.
Yes, thanks, Dave. He is an All-Star and an All-Ireland winner. It is Tipperary's Bubbles O'Dwyer. Bubbles, we're here on Croke Park. The teams are just arriving. The anticipation is through the roof. What will it be like now for the players when they do arrive?
Look, obviously excitement. So on the way in there, the crowd is building, but the players won't see a lot of that because they'll get a guard escort in and they won't see a whole pile of it. But so it's a very different feeling coming in here on All-Ireland final day. I know the last day with Limerick and Cork, it was a full stadium, but All-Ireland final day is completely different. They come in and all players are different in the way they prepared. You have a small warm-up area inside. Some people will be inside and that. Everyone will probably have their earphones on and things like listening to all different music. But it'll be a very, very, very good day for both sets. Not too many of them have played in the All-Ireland before.
Did coming up to Croke Park and All-Ireland final day feel a little bit different?
Oh yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah, just the buzz of everything. Like the semi-final is great and all that, but the buzz for the All-Ireland for the final is something that is completely different to anything else that you'd ever play in.
And it's all about managing that and putting it to the side?
All about managing it and putting it to the side. But look, every player is different. Some players will come in and they'll be relaxed. Some players will come in and they'll be on edge, ready to go, and they'll be roaring and shouting and stuff. But look, every player is different. I myself, I'd be inside, I'd be laughing and joking inside and come out then I'd be looking into the crowd. Other players would say don't look into the crowd and things like this. So look, it'll be interesting to see, but looking forward to a good game.
Yes, we very much are. Well, we're going to hear more from Bubbles and the lads in just a little bit, but today we also want to honour the Cork winning team of 1999. They are a team full of greats, and they are led by one of the biggest legends of Gaelic games, Jimmy Barry Murphy. And I was lucky enough to catch up with him a short while ago. Well, I am joined by Jimmy Barry. Jimmy Barry, it is your team, the winning team of 1999, that are here being celebrated as the Jubilee team today in Croke Park. What has it been like since coming back up to Croke Park and meeting all the lads? I'm sure the stories are flowing.
Yeah, we've had a fabulous weekend. County Board and the sponsors have looked after us very, very well. Stayed up last night, and it really was bring back some great memories for us all, really.
You're in having a reception and a meal at the minute?
That's correct, yeah. The players have received their special Jubilee medals, which is a very, very proud honour for them today, and great to see them all looking so well and getting the respect and the acknowledgement that they deserve from the GAA today.
Well, you've been a part of many great teams. What was different about this team in particular?
Well, I think it was the youngest Cork team ever to play in Croke Park and the youngest team ever to win an All-Ireland title, so that's very special for them all, and lots of them went on to win many more honours, of course, and become huge names in the game. But I think that's the special memory, really, that we had been out of the limelight for a while, and to come up and win with such a young team was a very, very special occasion.
And you look forward to getting out onto the pitch. All-Ireland final day is a little bit different?
It's a unique day. It's a great day for the association, a great day for the whole country of Ireland and all our people abroad as well, so it's a very, very special day. I've been in touch with people all over the world. Australia have been on to meet this morning, and they're really looking forward to it. It's a special day for everybody.
Stuff. We're going to let you get back into the function and to enjoy it. We'll see you when you make your way to the pitch at 2:35 today. Jimmy Barry, an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure, thank you very much.
The Munster Hurling Championship starts now. McCarthy, round one, goes to Limerick.
Shane O'Donnell inside to Rogers. Rogers buries it. Picks out O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for the corner.
This is Darragh Lohan for Clare. No! Right down the middle for Mark Rogers. And Clare have won. It's a goal for Clare. Peter Duggan. Limerick are the Munster champions. Inspirational. Great save by the Clare keeper. Wonderful goalkeeper. Lohan has guided Clare to the All-Ireland final in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, that was Clare's long and winding road towards All-Ireland Hurling Finals Day. Let's focus on the Banner County in a little more detail. Podge, is it fair to say that of the 7 championship matches that Clare played this year, you have to go back to that win over Cork, which was 12 weeks ago, for their standout performance? They have to go a long way back to show us really what they need to produce this afternoon.
Yeah, and they'll be reflecting on that, but I think when you're playing against a team, you have to analyse that team and take that in isolation. The last 3 times we played this Cork team, we've beat them, but Cork, without doubt, have serious momentum. But we have to look at that game earlier in the year. We were 7 points down. Shane Barrett has a 1-on-1. It's saved by Aver. Sean O'Donoghue subsequently gets sent off, and we go on to win the game by a 2-point comprehensive win, I'd say, and played our best hurling. So we're just hoping we can reproduce that, but not forget that Cork could have been 10 points up that day, and if Sean O'Donoghue stays in the field, we don't know how it would have went. So they'll be looking at Cork from the semi-final and from the Limerick game in particular earlier in the year. They'll be analysing that, and that'll be our main focus to get our performance right for today.
Bubbles, if we're looking for reasons maybe to feel that this is a different Clare team, they couldn't get over the line in those 2 semi-finals over the last 2 years. They did find a way here 2 weeks ago to overcome a difficult start against Kilkenny. What is different in Clare in this year's campaign that gives you a little bit of confidence that maybe this is their year?
I actually don't think there's too much different. Last year they were probably playing better hurling, and then they failed to perform then in the semi-final. This year they haven't really been performing to that high of a level, but they managed to get over the semi-final hoodoo. So look, I think Clare coming in here today, they'll probably just throw off the shackles. Look, we're here, we're after earning our way here, and they'll go for it, and fully deserve to be here after their second half performance in the semi-final.
And yet, Owen, there would be many that would feel that Kilkenny let them off the leash a little bit, particularly after that brilliant first half showing here in the semi-final. So which Clare are you expecting to see over the 70-odd minutes today? The Clare that flattered to deceive in that first half, or the one that really managed to grind it out and turn it around in the second?
Yeah, Dave, well, Brian Lohan referenced afterwards that he wasn't happy with the overall performance in All-Ireland semi-final, yet they're still here. So, I think in terms of percentages increases in terms of performance, Clare definitely can improve. They weren't happy. Their main guys, when Tony Kelly isn't touching a ball for nearly 48 minutes, that tells you enough, really. Yet, for that final 10 minutes against Kilkenny, they went out, they delivered. Ryan Taylor came on and performed and essentially got them over the line. So, I think we're in for a cracker here today.
Maybe it's the nature of the beast, Podge, the way Cork is in terms of its population, the sheer number of clubs, that we've understandably heard an awful lot more from Cork, about Cork, around Cork in this last 10 days than maybe we have from Clare. And I guess you'll probably tell us that's just the way Clare wanted it.
Yeah, it is the way Clare wanted. But going back to 2013, there wasn't that much talk about Cork that there has been in the last 2 weeks. And that's just undeniable. And it's because how they've been playing, the momentum they've brought into it, the performances, some of their new players has just been exceptional. And they probably deserve the credit they've been getting. And if Clare don't match what Cork bring today, we're going to be in trouble, and that's the worry from a Clare perspective.
OK, well, thanks to Podge, to Owen and to Bubbles. We'll hear a little bit more from them a little bit later on. But as important as the teams from Clare and from Cork are going to be over the next couple of hours, the team of officials taking charge of today's game is obviously of a huge importance as well. I'm delighted to say that our match referee, a Limerick man, Johnny Murphy's been able to take some time out to have a quick word with us. Johnny, we talk about management trying to insulate the players from the hype and the build-up to a massive All-Ireland final. There's always plenty of chatter around who's going to be appointed as the match referee as well. It is you today. It's your first at senior level. How do you drown out all that chatter?
Look, you're taking your stride. Delighted to get the call a week and a half ago. Take it nice and handy, calm. Great well wishes out there. Just delighted. Just delighted, really.
You've refereed All-Ireland club finals, you've refereed minor finals, under-20 finals. This was the one that needed to be ticked off on the bucket list. Do referees think that way, that you want to be the best at what you do on the biggest of days, and here is the biggest day of all?
Yeah, of course. I'm here today, the biggest day of all. I've done them all. Of course, Limerick were in my way for the last couple of years. They stepped aside there 2 weeks ago, so thank God I got the call. And yeah, look, that's the way we kind of look at it, the next step, and this is the biggest of them all. So delighted to be here. Tough hour and a half ahead when I throw in the ball, but we'll give it everything.
And as we know, Johnny, you're not just a one-man band here. You have a tried and trusted team that you trust and who are around you over the course of the afternoon. Who's with you here today? Yeah,
with me here today is standby is Liam Gordon. Michael Kennedy is the linesman, and the fourth official is Chris Mooney. On my own pairs then I have Mike Mead, James Hickey, I have Jimmy Barry Murphy, and I have Andy Dooley. And I've also 3 or 4 lads with me in the stands that are well capable of taking the post. But really, I can only put forward to an umpire, but they're well and happy to keep an eye from the stands.
Well, the very best of luck to you and to your team today, and thanks so much for taking the time to speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's our match referee, Johnny Murphy. A big day for him and his team, as it is for the players of Cork and Clare. But it's also a massive day, of course, for the supporters of both of these counties. So let's get a flavour as to how they're feeling as we get a little bit closer to throw-in. We'll go back to Ash. We're going to see who we can find in Croke Park here this afternoon ourselves, because we are going to be having a competition later for a very, very sought-after prize ahead of next week's football final. So if you are in the stands here at Croke Park today, one of our cameramen is going to pick you out. If you are the lucky soul that has been picked out by our cameraman, please make your way down to pitch side, where you will be met by one of our team. So that camera is going to get a little bit closer here to one special supporter here at Croke Park. And when that camera stops panning and focuses in on our man, there is our man. There is the lucky fan. So if you want to make your way, sir, down to, with your father, to pitch side, and you will be met by a member of our team here at Croke Park this afternoon. Congratulations. Okay, let's get the thoughts of some of the fans who have been making their way towards Croke Park this afternoon. Let's get back to Aisling.
I'm thinking we have it. We have it in the bag. It's a long time coming. The lads have proved themselves. They thought they were written off at the start of the season, but we're here now and they're after doing it. They put in the hard work and they're well able. Rebels about!
Come on, the banner of course, 100%, no problem.
Has to be Cork, 19 years too long. Have to bring it home.
My dad's from Clare, my man's from Cork.
Up the banner!
I don't know, I might probably go for maybe Cork for Patrick Horgan.
Clare, of course. We're going to do it! We're going to do it!
I don't think so. Clare by 5.
Cork by 3.
Go away. Clare by 2 points.
I reckon it's going to be a draw like 2013.
It's going to be for Cork! Yay!
Sure, Lalknan said we're going to do it.
The spirit of 95s in this team. On the banner!
Desolation for Cork, who now know next weekend's clash with Clare is an almighty one. Horgan for Cork! Oh!
The acceleration for Fitzgerald. Cuts back inside. Oh!
It's Cork against Limerick. Here's Shane Barrett. Horgan for the goal. What a finish.
The Rebels against the Premier. Connolly is going for a hat-trick. Oh my word!
Chance Hayes, what about that for a finish?
Cork get the victory. Cork go through to the All-Ireland semi-final. Hayes! Goal! Cork are through to the All-Ireland final.
Yes, we're going to have an opportunity now to speak to a man whose role in the build-up to any huge game here at Croke Park is perhaps as vital as many involved on the field itself. Stuart Wilson, who is pitch manager here at Croke Park. Stuart, look, it's a big day for you as well. You have put your heart and soul into this surface, which is looking as immaculate as always. But is there anything about your build-up to this game that's any different from any other time of the year?
Yeah, it's obviously a special day for us as well, so there's a huge amount of effort that goes into presenting the pitch like this. So we start literally from last weekend. As soon as the final whistle goes, we start thinking about this weekend. So new presentation for the pitch for a final makes it look a little bit more special, and it's gone very well. Yeah, heavy rainfall yesterday, so that changed plans slightly yesterday. So we worked late last night and very early this morning. At any point, can you relax once the ball is thrown in? Your work is done. There's no more you can do. I don't think I ever relax, to be honest with you. But no, we're set up now, so it's about the game, and hopefully we get a good game. Hopefully it stays dry. It always makes it better. So, but the pitch is tested really well. We're really happy with the conditions, so it should be good underfoot. Stuart, thanks so much. Your team have done an incredible job. Well done. Thank you. That's Stuart Wilson. He's the pitch manager here at Croke Park, and what a surface it is for these players to play on. And I'm joined again by the three lads, all of whom have strutted their stuff on the surface here at Croke Park many times. Bubbles, have you ever seen it look as well as it does right now?
I don't know, it's hard to imagine it being looking any better than it is today. In fairness, the pitch is always immaculate here, but All-Ireland final hurling day is always at 100%. So hopefully the game will live up to the way the pitch is set up. Well, let's get your perspective on what we've seen from Cork. To beat Limerick, the All-Ireland champions, the 5 in a row targeting All-Ireland champions twice in the same championship. Naturally enough, you'd feel Cork are favourites going into this game, but they have to be able to replicate that all over again. Well, that's it. Like, you were going down to Limerick and Cork in the Munster Championship. Cork had their championship on the line, and in fairness, they stood up and they were counted. So they had a brilliant win, and then they backed it up then with a couple of performances, and then to come here then 2 weeks ago and to back it up again with another huge performance was absolutely brilliant by Cork, and look, probably deservedly so coming in as favourites. But look, it is going to be very tight. But the way Cork have performed in the last couple of weeks has been absolutely brilliant. And yet, Owen, this is the biggest day of all. You're not necessarily going to be able to replicate what you've done in Munster and throughout the qualifiers and then into the All-Ireland series, because for these players, there is nothing bigger than All-Ireland final day, and today is the day when you have to somehow put it all behind you, all to the side, and focus on producing your best performance. Yeah, it's an incredible occasion. At the start of the year, players set out their stall in terms of winning Munster champ medals and going on to All-Ireland final. And Croke Park, as a young man, is especially where you want to be. We're lucky enough to have the 99 team coming here today. I was here in the rain that day to beat Kilkenny, and growing up, this is exactly where you'd like to be, and these guys, both Clare and Cork lads, have the opportunity to come out now and express themselves, and they've done that in abundance between the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and when their backs are against the wall. So they can take huge pride in that, and they've got everyone behind them here as well today. Podge, what is it about this Cork team that supporters of Clare will be fearing most coming into Croke Park today?
Yeah, it's probably just the way their forwards have performed so far this year. They've just looked so dangerous playing a conventional three-man full forward line, which we're not used to in hurling anymore. Usually there's a player that drifts out. So it's interesting to see three relatively big men going into the edge of the square and creating space for them by pulling out your half-forward line. It's been very effective, and Clare will have to come up with a plan to deal with that today. OK, thanks very much to Podge and to Owen and to Bubbles. Let's get it right into the Clare camp and get a feel for how they're feeling in the build-up. Here's their manager, Brian Lohan.
I think we're in good shape. We've worked really hard. We've sometimes you don't get the reward for the work that you put in, and sometimes you do. So we're hoping that we will get the reward for what we've done. We've a really tremendous bunch of committed guys. some of the best players that that's ever played the game in our county, and we've great faith in them. We've great faith in our supporters, that they'll come in big numbers. So we're hoping that we can improve, we can get better, and we can take on Cork.
Curgi Fáilte a cóide rih Uachtarán cum an Luachlas Gael Lá Bren agus a bhain Céile Suzanne agus Éirleh cum an Luachlas Gael an Dr. Ciarán O'Reilly Ard Asbog, Ard Yosha, Cashel agus Imlig. Anish, Garam Fáilte. Shasagain is going to use the Confalcha Curve and Taoiseach Simon Harris. Tasha Hyunlakan, Gart Stewart, come and Luachlas Gael, Thomas O'Rian. Anish, Garman Taoiseach.
Okay, time to line up the second contestant for our competition final. Will take place a little bit closer to throw-in. As we did before, if you are looking at us right now, keep your eye on the big screen because our cameraman is about to zoom in and pick out one lucky supporter to join us for our competition final a little later on. So keep focusing on the big screen. Once we stop zooming, once we stop panning in, you are our contestant. We've already got a Cork supporter involved for later. And there we are. There is our winner, with the Believe sign in front of her. Please make your way down pitch side where you'll be met by one of our team and we shall see you a little later on. So congratulations to you. Chances to win tickets to next weekend's All-Ireland football final a little bit later. Okay, now it's time to change things up a little bit. Let's get back over to Aisling O'Reilly.
Thanks so much, Dave. Yes, we have a little bit of a treat for you now. Podge Collins, he's well used to putting the ball over the bar and into the back of the net here in Croke Park, but I reckon there is more pressure on his shoulders today than ever before. He's going to fire a Clare jersey into the crowd here, so we need to hear the Clare fans really loud. Podge is going to pick up the gun here and we're ready to rock. Right, Clare fans, let us hear you. Right, Podge, do you know what you're doing? One, woo! Hands up. Oh, we've a Cork supporter with the first one. Right, not so good on the first one. You ready to go? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we got good height in that one. Not too bad, Podge. Okay, third time lucky. This is our final one, I think, is it? No, we might have 4. You ready? And go! Oh, it was Clare that time, not too bad. Right, for the final one, it has to be a Clare one. Are you ready? Right, on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, go! And it is a Clare supporter, so there you have it. Well, we hope that the Clare supporters and the players out here today, their aim is a little bit better than Podge's. But let's hear now from Pat Ryan, the Cork manager. Pat Ryan, All-Ireland final day. It's a special occasion. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, Aisling. This is what all the hard work has gone into. Delighted to be here. Huge Cork crowd against a fantastic team in Clare. Really looking forward to it.
And what has preparation been like for the last 2 weeks?
Fantastic. Look, obviously a great buzz around Cork City. Look, we've obviously tried to kind of detach ourselves from that and really be focused on. So, look, we're coming in with a clean bill of health, and that's all you could ask for going into an All-Ireland final.
What is it like for you? You've obviously been here as a player and now a manager as well. Is it a little bit different?
Yeah, look, you can't beat being a player. Do you know what I mean? That's really, really special. But look, this is the next best thing, you know, to be with a team that will have a live chance of winning All-Ireland, and that are giving everything for the jersey, which is what we keep asking them to do every day.
And of course today as well, we are celebrating the Cork winning team of 1999. You know them pretty well, obviously your teammates. It's nice to celebrate them as well, and they'll be all here watching down on this Cork team.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, great friends that we've made out of it. Look, and obviously did a great night last night. And look, hopefully, look, that we'll give them something to show for today.
Brilliant, Pat. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yes, the thoughts of the Cork senior hurling manager, Pat Ryan, there. What a big day it is for him and his players. We're getting closer to throw it here, as you can see all around us. What a beautiful afternoon it is weather-wise. It has certainly taken a turn for the better, and we are very close to capacity, as we will become throwing. This final has been a sellout for quite some time. We just saw Podge Collins firing several shirts into the crowd. Bubbles, Owen Caddigan, the man to my left, it's going to be on him now in a couple of moments to do something similar. He was aghast at the accuracy and precision of Podge Collins there, and he's starting to feel a little concerned about what's expected of him.
Caddigan won't be known for his accuracy or precision now, so it'll be interesting to see if he'll get Cork supporters instead of Clare supporters.
Okay, well, Darren's here, the man with the jersey shooting apparatus. So while he gets himself sorted, have you decided what we are going to approach this on? You did say to me off camera a little earlier, maybe we're going behind the curtain here a little bit. You've never actually scored a point in either code in Croke Park. So this is new territory for you, trying to hit your mark here in the biggest stage of all.
You've got to know your limitations, Dave. So I'm just glad to be down here with the red and white crowd, yeah?
So Darren's going to give us the nod when we are good to go. You just give me your microphone there, Owen. So off we go. Oh, that is quality. Oh, they won't like that. It's gone all the way up into the premium section. Top tier of the Cusick stand. That is mightily impressive, Owen. We've got one more to go. It's another Cork shirt. Maybe aim for the lower tier this time. There's a lot of hands in the air. A lot of people begging for another jersey. He's gone wide, and it has been caught by a Cork supporter. Congratulations to you, sir. Oh, we have one more here. We've got one more Cork jersey here. Owen Caddigan's last dance. So off we go, cats. A job well done, ladies and gentlemen. Owen Caddigan has surpassed himself here, and he's given Podge Collins a run for his money. My thanks to Owen. We'll hear from him and Bubbles in just a little moment, but let's go find Aisling and Podge, who've got something very special lined up for us.
Yes, thanks, Dave. We are here at the famous Hogan Stand steps, and one man that knows all about that is Podge Collins. In 2013, he did climb these steps. Podge, what was it like?
Yeah, it was an unbelievably special occasion. I got to walk up here with my brother and lift up the Lee McCarthy Cup, something that's nearly unimaginable. And we'd 5 other lads from Cratloe on the panel, and getting to share that with them and my teammate, it was a very special moment.
I imagine then growing up with your brothers and obviously all your family being so heavily involved, was it something you always dreamt of?
Yeah, it's something you dream of, but it's nearly unimaginable. So, like, for these players today, they just can't get carried away with that, because it does carry massive weight when you're a player your whole life. It's just about getting a performance and getting the result today, and that's all the players want to do.
And when you get to the top here and you get your hands on the Lee McCarthy for the very first time, what does that feel like?
It's special, and you've your family and you've your friends and you've Clare fans around the trophy shouting your name and shouting at you to get to touch the cup and everything that goes with it. And it's just a very special occasion, and I'm hoping that we're going to be looking at Tony or Connor lifting this Lee McCarthy today later on. So it's very exciting and it's very special.
Yeah, the confidence is high here in Croke Park for the Banner County.
Yeah, quietly confident, quietly confident. I think preparation's going well, and we're just hopeful for a great performance, 70 minutes, and come out the right side of it.
Brilliant, Podge. Well, it is. Back to you, Dave.
Yes, thank you very much, Aisling. I think it's prediction time at this stage, lads, so you really have to prove your worth now. Bubbles, you've been lucky enough to do what Podge did there with Aisling and recreate those 2013 moves up the steps of the Hogan Stand. You've done that 3 times. Come close of business today, one of Cork or Clare, and their captain and players will be lifting the Liam McCarthy Cup and walking up those steps. Where are you seeing things going at this point?
Well, first of all, you're after giving me an extra All-Ireland than I already have, Dave, but I'll take it. Look, it's going to be a really, really tough game, and it's going to be really tight. Cork have obviously been really impressive, and Clare probably haven't performed as well. So, but in saying that, I think Clare can improve a lot more than what Cork can from the semi-finals. So I'm going to go for Clare by 2.
Clare by 2, Owen. I'm assuming you're going for Cork, but look, without wishing to lead the witness, what way are you leading?
Yeah, you're right, Dave. I think this Cork group have shown fierce character since those first 2 championship losses in the Munster Championship campaign. Each game they've started to get better. The younger players have a belief in themselves, and you know that's backed up and epitomised in by the support that they've got by the travelling supporters today. So it'll be on us now to cheer them on today to get them over the line.
Okay, well, my thanks to Owen and to Bubbles. Now, as we do every year, we mark the Jubilee team on All-Ireland Hurling Final Day, the side that lifted the Liam McCarthy Cup 25 years ago. This afternoon, the honour goes to the great Cork team of 1999, led by the legendary Jimmy Barry Murphy.
McCarthy, scorer of one of the points so far in the game. The other, Mark Landers, of course. Good solo run, this is what he's good at. Loves to take it forward, and this time he's got another score. Instead to Shonny McGrath. McGrath trying to get in through the defence here, shorten the grip on the stick, and he put it over the bar. Ben O'Connor gets enough room, gets enough accuracy on it as well, and Cork take the lead through Ben O'Connor.
Welcome back to Leeside, Liam McCarthy. We've missed you a lot.
Please welcome back to Croke Park the 1999 Jubilee team and the All-Ireland champions of that year, Cork, led by their captain, Mark Landers, who was also bringing out the Liam McCarthy Cup. Tony. Okay, you ready? Start to get Mark, right? Yeah, okay. And face this way and go for it. Okay. A Rinoishle na Hemirori a Viaunan Larsen. Captain the Forna, a proud Killiman whose success with the McKillie propelled him to the captaincy. He led by example with the first score of the game and ultimately welcomed Liam McCarthy back to Leeside. Mark Landers. Sahul from Clyne, the birthplace of Christy Ring. He was beaten only once in his first senior championship campaign and ended the year as the All-Star goalkeeper. A more passionate hurling man you will not find. Donlo Cusack. From the famed Blackrock Club, this man also won an All-Star in 1999 and as Cork's Mr. Dependable in defence had an outstanding final. Fergal Ryan. Having won under 21 All-Ireland medals in 1997 and 1998, a young man from Clyne was to be the rock on which many forwards founded during a career which yielded 3 All-Ireland senior medals and 4 All-Stars. Diarmuid O'Sullivan. Sachuinga Erchlay and Lawson, one of 2 brothers from Blackrock who played in the final. He was a tight marking and quietly effective cornerback. John Brown. The 3rd Blackrock player in the defence that day, a teak tough and inspirational defender who was a selector with the Cork senior team in today's final, was Wayne Sherlock. Centre back and man of the match in the final and hurler of the year in 1999. He won 2 further medals as a full forward in 2004 and 2005 after coming out of retirement, and was one of Cork's great dual players. From Erin's Own, the one and only Brian Corcoran. Os na Piercig, Dimmer sé gluthe ceannis na pelle chuma in 1999. Anim ní chémar amáí na bliana a gábhíl sa ceathir, agus is sé an captain buacach dearnach de chorcaig sa bblion gábhíl sa cúig, Sean Ó go Halpín. Another product of the successful under-21 teams of 97 and 98, he was an all-action player who scored 14 points in 4 games from midfield that year, Middleton's Mickey O'Connell. Well known for his distinctive white helmet, he scored 3 points in the final and made a huge difference when moved to midfield. From Castlelyons, a player who always gave it his all and won 3 All-Ireland medals, Timmy McCarthy. A nephew of the great Kerry midfielder Mick O'Connell, this man was also good in the air and highly effective as a puck-out target. From Mála, Fergal McCormack. From Glen Rovers, he scored 3 points in the final with his darting runs and skillful hurling, and he won an All-Star that year. The joker in the pack, Shawnee McGrath. A winning under-20 manager last year and winner of 3 All-Ireland medals. He and his twin brother Jerry hugely impacted the style of Cork hurling with their pace and skill. From Ballyanua Handrumma, Ben O'Connor. Named at full forward, he started on the wing in the final. A skillful and accurate forward who won under-21 and senior All-Ireland medals. From Ballyhay, Neil Ronan. Joint top scorer in the 1999 championship, a player with a brilliant first touch and an unerring free taker, instantly recognisable in his yellow helmet, the darling of the Cork fans from Killa, Joe Dean. Two players were called from the subs that day. Unlucky not to start, this man was called into action at half-time and scored a point within 14 seconds. Brother of John from Blackrock, Alan Brown. This man played with Clodove and later with the Bars. He scored with his first touch as a second-half sub, Kevin Murray. The other players on the day were from Cove, Derek Barrett. Another Cove man, Mick Daly. Captain of 2 under-21 winning teams from Ballincollig, Dan Murphy. From Carricktool, Sean O'Farrell. The sub-keeper that year was Bernard Rochford from Killa. A man who has guided Cork to 2 under-20 titles and who is today hoping to be the winning senior manager from SARS, Pat Ryan. From the St. Catherine's Club, Johnny Sheehan. Currently a coaching officer with the Cork County Board, from Ahada, Ronan Dwan. The second St. Catherine's clubman, Kieran Morrison. Another man who's busy today was as a selector, Brendan Coleman from Youghal. Agus Derry here, unbanished over. He won an All-Ireland medal in football at the age of 19. He won 5 All-Ireland hurling medals. He scored one of the greatest hurling goals ever in the 1983 semi-final. He's an icon in Cork, Jimmy Barry Murphy.
Quite something. The Jubilee team, 1999 Cork All-Ireland winning senior hurling team. Dermot O'Sullivan, you're going to get to do this again in 5 years' time and again the year after. So tell me, how did you feel that went for you? How did you enjoy it? What memories?
Yeah, Dave, absolutely wonderful memories. Not only in the day winning it, but on part of such a special occasion today where we have a wonderful Cork crowd and a wonderful Clare Sports. Brilliant to represent our team today.
And Sean O'Gowan's been desperately trying to think of the question he wanted to ask about for you all week. So off you go, Cads.
No, Sean Ogan Sully were the benchmark when I first came into the setup, and it's brilliant to be here. I'm sure all the Cork supporters agreed to see the 2 lads back out there again.
Cork going to get the job done today, Sean?
We're quietly confident, yeah. If we can, probably we won't reach the same levels as Limerick, but if we could get up to about 90%, I think we should get the job done today, yeah.
Okay, well, my thanks to Sean Ogue and to Dermot O'Sullivan as well. That's 2 of the great defenders of the Cork team of 25 years ago. Aisling is standing by with a couple of the forwards.
Yes, thanks, Dave. I'm here with the great Joe Dean and Shawnee McGrath. Joe, to be out here on All-Ireland final day, I'm sure all the memories are just flooding back from the great times you had out here.
Oh, unbelievable. You know, since we met up yesterday afternoon, it's just been talking 25 years ago, and even being out at the hotel, the crack, the build-up, you know, seeing the players this morning and reliving that you went through that 25 years ago, and to get here and come out and see the crowd and the reception, it brings great memories.
Absolutely. I'm going to let a Tipperary man ask you a question, Shawnee.
Shawnee, obviously great to get together with the players from yesterday, but in your opinion, why are Cork going to win the game today?
I'm not so sure, Bubbles. It's going to be a very, very tight game. Clare are an excellent side. It'll be marginal, but I think if Alan Connolly and Brian Hayes' side can catch fire, and especially Connolly, if he can get his eye for goal back. I thought he was excellent the last day with 3 points, but I think there's a goal in him. We met a few of them around the Burlington earlier. They're in good spirits, so here's hoping for an unbelievable day.
There you go. The Rebels are confident here. That is for sure. It's back to you, Dave.
Yes, thanks very much, Aisling. Right, well, we saw earlier Podge Collins walking up the steps of the Hogan stand, recreating some of his glory days. We're going to give Bubbles and Owen a chance to do something similar. We've got our final, our competition final. Tickets to next weekend's All-Ireland football final are up for grabs. We have our 2 contestants. They are going to be represented by Bubbles and by Owen. Well, boys, which one of you wants to go first? We let the underdog go first, the underdog? No, Bubbles Dwyer is going to go first. He's got 3 opportunities, a point for each one that he nails. Bring it up. Give yourself a chance, Bubbles. Give yourself a chance. Bring it up towards the 45. Here we go. Has he got the legs? That might have to go to Hawkeye, and Bubbles has been there before. I think we'll have to give it to him. I think that was over. Cadigan. It's coming back in, not enough though. That is away to the left. Bubbles leads by 1. John O'Dwyer again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that is a sweet strike. 2 from 2 for the Tipperary man. Cadigan again. He's never scored a point at Croke Park. Is this to be his moment? Oh, he's pushed it. Do you know what? We're going to take Bubbles, the first one away from him. Hawkeye has told us that was a kneel. You need this, Bubbles. Last ball. This for the win. Oh, he's pushed it. So a chance for Cadigan to draw level here at Croke. Oh, he's been hooked. It's the only piece of defending John O'Dwyer has ever done in his hurling career. What a wonderful piece of skill that was. Look, we're going to have tickets for both of our contestants here today. Thanks for their competitive nature and indeed that of the two lads. We really hope that you've enjoyed our warm-up show here at Croke Park. It's been a privilege helping you get close to the throw-in on what is the day of days, All-Ireland Senior Hurling Final Day. Don't forget the game can be watched in Ireland on RT2 and BBC2. It can be watched in Britain on BBC2, and for our viewers across the globe, it can be watched on GAAGo.ie. Let's hope it's a game for the ages. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
To the back of the net. Connolly! Morgan for Cork. Oh! O'Donnell looking for the corner! They are getting into the groove, Claire. You can feel it.
Here's Shane Barrett. What a response from Cork.
And it's a goal for Clare. Peter Duggan. Connolly's going for a hat-trick. Oh, my word! Wonderful goalkeeper. Inspirational. Pace!